Hi, I'm Sartaj Ojla, and welcome to the third edition of Zips Trivia. Let's see what students know about their Zips. Which bobblehead was not distributed at a men's basketball game? Keith Dambrot, Alex Abreu, or LeBron James?
LeBron James.
LeBron James?
Alex Abreu.
Alex Abreu.
The second one.
Who is the Zips' all-time leading block leader?
Zeke Marshall.
Yeah, Zeke Marshall.
Zeke Marshall? Brian Smith?
I couldn't tell you.
How many varsity teams does the University of Akron offer?
Oh, geez.
4.
It's like, I'll go 3.
Not even combined.
15, I don't know. Go with 8?
Can you name 5 positions on a football team?
No.
Tight end, lineman, running back, fullback, halfback.
Linebacker, defensive end, defensive tackle, offensive lineman, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. All right.
Yeah.
Kicker.
She got the most important position. That's good.
Got to love Zips Trivia, right, Bridget?
Couldn't agree more. Nothing better than hearing what the students at Akron have to say.
Not even better than the MAC tournament?
Fair enough. The MAC tournament is pretty incredible, especially because we already have a bye to the semis. One win, and we are automatically into the finals.
Very true. That's why all you men's basketball supporters can't get too upset with the loss against Buffalo. Now that the Zips know that they are going to have to take care of business in the MAC tournament to get to the NCAA tournament.
Getting into the field of 64 is all that matters, as we saw last year from OU as they made the Sweet 16.
Yeah, and if OU can make the Sweet 16, then Akron's got to like their chances.
I think it's time to hear about the current MAC standings for all the sports teams here at the University of Akron.
I couldn't agree more, Bridget. Sartaj Ochla is about to lead us into this week's Zip Drill, where we will hear everything about MAC athletics.
Welcome once again to Zip Drill, where we take a look at how our Akron Zips are doing in the Mid-American Conference. I'm Sartaj Ojla. Let's get started. First, we open up Zip Drill with a quick look at men's basketball and how they are doing in the standings. We still find our Zips up top the East in the beginning of March with their conference record of 13-1 and their 23-5 overall record. We also found Ohio right behind them, trying to dethrone our Zips with their conference record of 12-2. Checking out our Lady Zips, we find them on top the East with their conference record of 11-4, along with their 20-8 overall record. Bowling Green is right behind them with their 10-5 conference record, and in the West, Toledo is dominating with their 14-1 conference record. With the NCAA tournament looming closer, do our Zips have enough RPI to get into the tournament? You might be asking, what is RPI? Well, it involves numbers in a formula, but no need to worry. Our very own Ryan Lott walks us through the process that is bracketology.
The Zips have made some noise in the NCAA of late, having won 19 games in a row, including a perfect 13-0 start in the MAC, but they still have some work to do if they want to secure an NCAA tournament bid. Why, you ask, would a team with one of the best seasons in college hoops this year not make the tournament? It's all about the numbers. The selection committee uses something called RPI, or Ratings Percentage Index, to choose the teams. This statistic is calculated based upon wins, losses, and strength of schedule. Currently, the Zips are 38th in the country by chalking up some strong wins against Middle Tennessee, North Dakota State, and twice against Ohio, but also with a couple bad losses to Oklahoma State and Creighton. Plus, with a fairly weak strength of schedule, they will have some work to do to secure an automatic bid. The Zips can also secure a bid by winning the MAC tournament later on this month in Cleveland, due to the fact that every team that wins their respective conference makes the tournament. This season has been one for the ages here in Akron, with the Zips riding this big winning streak and cracking the coach's top 25 as well for the first time in team history. If the Zips can remain a ranked team, you have to like their odds to make the tournament. We'll find out on Selection Sunday, which is March 17th. For the ZTV Sports Report, I'm Ryan Lott.
Welcome back. While men's basketball looks to try inch closer to a spot in the tournament, let's take a look at how our other Akron teams are faring in their matches. We start with baseball and find our Zips still looking for their first win of the season as they fell to Kentucky early Sunday, 2-9. Akron will try to get their first win when they take on Dayton March 5th. Running over to track and field, we find our Zips clinching a spot in the NCAA championship. Brittany Funk posted a school record in the weight throw, and Gabriel Genovese ran 800 meters in 1:48 seconds, which is also a school record. Our swimming and diving team finished 8th in the MAC championship with their 302 points. Carly McNamara placed 3rd in her 3-meter diving, but posted a school record in doing so. Our Akron golf team has been on top of their game, but can they take the challenge of teaching our very own Ksenia Berestecka the fundamentals of golf? We see if Harry Whittle is up to the challenge.
Hi, we're on the golf field. I get a chance to take a lesson from one of the University of Akron golf players and learn the basics of golf.
Hi, my name's Harry Whittle, and I'm a sophomore here at the golf team at Akron. I started playing golf when I was 4 years old when my dad introduced me to the game. What inspired me to pursue a golf career was watching the superstars like Tiger Woods on the television, like Sergio Garcia and Seve Ballesteros, and it really kind of inspired me to take up this game.
As a freshman, Harry finished tied for the 65th place at the Cleveland Golf Palmetto Intercollegiate. He also posted a 77.67 scoring average last spring.
I'm going to teach Ksenia the fundamentals of golf today. It's a little tricky, but she might just catch along. I'm going to teach her the swing, the grip, the stance, the posture, and just the general things you need to know for the golf swing to play golf. Let's see how she gets along.
I have to say that I enjoyed playing golf a lot, and I'm very glad that I took a lesson from an experienced player like Harry.
Ksenia did really well today. She learned the basics quite quickly, and I think she did very well. Obviously, there's a myth that some tennis players can be very good golfers, and she's proved it today.
Next time I'll be challenging my skills in track. For the ZTV Sports Report, Ksenia Berestecka.
Taking a quick look at the PNC Wagon Wheel Challenge, we find our Zips currently in the lead against Kent State, 5-3. Now let's see who performed at their highest level against all odds. Our game ball goes to Rachel Teka, who was on fire, scoring 32 points and grabbing 7 rebounds and 6 steals. Our freeze frame stars Hannah Luberg, going up for 2 of her 16 points against Miami. Hannah also pulled down 7 rebounds in the matchup. Before we end our segment, we at the ZTV Sports Report have been on a movie fever as of late, and our very own Kalana Davis compiled a list of our top 5 favorite sports movies.
America seems to have a fondness for sports movies, and we here at the Sports Report have an addiction to them. With the Oscars being presented recently, we decided to find out what the top 5 sports movies are for the Sports Report staff. We have listed each of our top 5 films and assigned a point value for each placing. 1 for 5th, 2 for 4th, 3 for 3rd, 4 for 2nd, and 5 for 1st. The top 5 point totals made the list, so let's take a look. Starting at number 5, we turn to boxing in a brilliant script by Sylvester Stallone and Rocky, which spawned 4 enjoyable sequels and 1 that nobody talks about.
You know, I've been coming in for 6 years, and 6 years you've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come.
You want to know?
I want to know how!
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker. Some cheap, second-rate loan shark.
To living?
It's a waste of life.
At 4, we have Gene Hackman in one of his finest roles, disgraced college basketball coach Norman Dale, who gets a chance at redemption when he takes over a small Indiana high school team.
These 6 individuals have made a choice to work, a choice to sacrifice, put themselves on the line, represent you, this high school. This is your team.
Moving on to number 3, we go from small high school to small Sean Astin long before he befriended Frodo. This classic film shows us that hard work and determination can make your dreams come true in just a mere 116 minutes.
You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
Next up, at number 2, is the inspiring story of the 1980 U.S. Olympic team and their improbable run to the gold medal over the evil Russian hockey empire, Miracle. If you're an Oakland A's fan, you can think of this movie as Money Puck.
I got no time for quitters.
You want me to play, huh?
I want you to be a hockey player! That'll get them going. Oh, yeah.
Finally, at number 1, the Sports Report staff has chosen Remember the Titans. This is one of those films that you can spot on TV at any part and jump in and watch the rest, even though you've seen what happens to Gary, Julius, Petey, Sunshine, Little Ryan Gosling, that guy from Mallrats, and Denzel dozens of times.
Well, that football field out there tonight, that's our universe.
We're gonna change the way we win!
You don't let anything, nothing, come between us.
We are team!
That wraps up our look at the top 5 sports films of all time. I'm Kalana Davis, and back to you, Sartaj.
Space Jam, honorable mention, just saying. Unfortunately, that is it for this edition of Zip Drill, but I will be back next time. Stay tuned because we still have more on the ZTV Sports Report just ahead. We'll be right back.